My mum only ever made banana cake when I was a kid, so this isn't an old favourite, but a new one. When I was pregnant with my son Louis, I had a fruit and veg box delivered. We had an abundance of sweet potatoes and oranges. Harriet isn't the biggest fan, so I thought this would be a good way to use them up. I just have a scrubbed carrot and sweet potato here. I'm just going to grate these in a food processor. If your food processor doesn't have an attachment to grate, you can just use a box grater. Now I have a whole orange here. Just cut off the ends. You don't have to peel the whole orange if you don't want to. It adds a slight bitterness which I quite like. If you do want to peel it though, just finely grate the zest, then peel off the white pith and chop up the flesh and add it to the food processor. You want to make sure it's really, really finely chopped up. Okay, that's looking pretty good, so I'll add some dates, freshly pitted. I prefer to add dates instead of sugar because they're far more nutritious. They're a great source of fibre, antioxidants, and a range of nutrients like potassium. Just have this scrape down. We want to make sure it's all mixed in. Some eggs. Some vanilla extract. And I have some rice bran oil here, or you can use some light olive oil. I'll give it a really good mix. I love using vegetables that have a natural sweetness in desserts. It really helps to reduce the amount of added sugar that I end up throwing in. Looking so good, especially because I threw the whole orange in there. A little bit of salt. I have some spelt flour here and also some plain wholemeal flour, but you can use either or. Spelt flour is a little kinder to the gut, but they both have their benefits. 2 teaspoons of bicarb, and of course, it wouldn't be an orange and poppy seed cake without the poppy seeds. Just fold until just combined. Now I'll pop it into the cake tin. I have a 22 centimetre spring form lined with baking paper. Smooth it over until it's nice and even on the surface. Okay, it's ready for the oven now. 40 to 50 minutes on 180 degrees. While that's cooking, I'll make a honey and orange syrup. I just have a strip zester. If you don't have a strip zester, that's fine. You can just use a fine grater. Trying to get some nice long strips here, but I've had better days. Okay, just put this in the pan and just use the orange. This sauce gives the cake a sweeter finish, which mellows out bitterness from the orange. Some honey. Simplest of sauces. Just pop that on a low heat. You just want to melt the honey, bring it to a simmer, and reduce it for about 5 minutes until it's nice and syrupy. Okay, so the cake has been out of the oven for about 10 minutes now. Looks good. Okay, there's actually 1 serve of veg in every slice of this cake. But once we drench this with our honey and orange syrup, no one will ever know. So I'm just making some holes with a skewer, not all the way through, just around the cake, so it will soak up all of the syrup. There's no fibbing when you tell the kids what cake you've baked, because it is, after all, an orange and poppy seed cake. Gorgeous.